I've lived with depression for 40 years, which is a really long time. And in that time, I have tried a lot of things to help me get through a depressive episode. I thought it would be nice to just talk about some of the tools in my toolbox that help me get through these episodes. Number one thing to look at when you're dealing with some depression is sleep. When we're going through these episodes, we have some sleep disturbances, whether it's you can't go to sleep or you're waking up multiple times during the night, or maybe it's the opposite. All you can do is sleep, right? 8 hours of sleep roughly is usually enough. So if you are finding that you're sleeping too much, set yourself a timer and make yourself get up. I know it's hard. It's hard to make yourself do things when you're not feeling good. But if you're having trouble going to sleep, try some magnesium, try melatonin, try talking to your doctor and maybe adding some medication if other things aren't working. Nutrition, right? Giving our body nutrients. When we're feeling depressed, and I live alone, so like when I'm feeling depressed, there's no one else I have to cook for, so I end up eating like crap. And I have to catch myself and say, whoa, I'm not giving my body any nutrients. I'm, craving all these sugary things, and whoa, that's not good. Your body is this amazing machine, and if you're not feeding it the right nutrients, it's not going to function properly. If I feel like I'm hungry, but I don't know what I want, usually that's my body's way of saying I'm thirsty, and I haven't been recognizing those thirst signals. So sleep, better nutrition, plenty of water. The next one is one I tend to struggle with. When I'm going into a depressive episode, I shut down. I quit going out. I quit going places. I just stay in my little safe space and dig in. I like an animal. I've got my little cubby, and that's where I stay. My little nest. But it's important to reach out. You don't have to have a big circle, but one or two close friends that are safe people for you, or even a mental health counselor if you don't have safe people to talk to. Just being able to talk and process is huge. Another thing that I have found to be beneficial is some sort of spiritual practice. For me, this time around, it's been kind of a gratitude journal. At bedtime, I just look through my day, and I just do it in my head. You can write it down if that works for you too. But I just go through a list of all the things that I am grateful for that day. And it helps kind of focus my mind, slows my mind down because I have to think about it. And that helps me get back to my center, my spiritual center, which is living a life based on love. One of the things I did this year, because it got really bad there for a while, I made myself a checklist. If you've lived with depression, when you're not feeling good, when you're just overwhelmingly sad, we tend to neglect our self-care. So I was finding myself, wearing the same pajamas for 3 days, and the things we do. But I made myself a checklist of all the things, right? All the self-care things that you do during the day. You get up by 8 a.m., take my morning meds, make my bed, get dressed in clean clothes, shower, brush my teeth, all those basic things that I just quit caring about when I'm going through some depression. I just have a little checklist, and part of that, the psychology, checking off those little boxes. I have mine up on a wall, so I check the boxes. That act of checking off the boxes and it gives you this feeling of accomplishment, and so you get these happy hormones, and that has been really helpful for me. That's probably been this go through, that's been one of the best things to help me get back on my feet is just checking off the boxes. Getting outside, taking my dog for a walk every day has been huge. So what about you? What things have you tried that have worked for you? And that maybe I didn't talk about that you'd like to share with others?